We also recently saw it as well, didn't we? Harold Camping. He's a self-appointed Bible teacher. He predicted the end of the world in 1994, swing and a miss. So he predicted it again here recently, May 11th, 2011. There were billboards all over the major cities in America, and his followers and fans went out on bus tours and handing out literature and wearing shirts and going on the news. Swing and a miss. The date was wrong. And it kind of turned Christianity into a laughingstock among many. Oh, those silly Christians and their false predictions. And when a guy like that comes along and says, I know what the Bible says, and if you believe the Bible, you must believe me. All of the Bible is equally true. Not all of the Bible is equally clear. Corinthians tells us that we see some things dimly, like a fogged window that we're gazing through. The reality is true, but our sight might not be entirely clear. And what that does is that causes some people to then have a distrust for the Bible. But let me tell you, friends, there's a difference between what the Bible says and what one man's interpretation of it is. And it's sad when things like that happen, because the late-night talk show hosts then start making jokes about foolish Christians and their nonsensical predictions, and the truth is, Jesus is coming. There will be a resurrection of the dead. There will be heaven and hell. We don't know when it is, but we know that it will be, and so we need to be humble in the prediction of when that might be and avoid unnecessary speculation, but not miss the big truths. And when we put them all together with our own predictions, then what we do is we undermine the credibility of the entire teaching of the Bible in the eyes of the watching world. And you're going to see it again next year, friends. And don't freak out, because 2012 is, according to some, the end of the Mayan calendar. And some say that means the end of the world is next year. And people are already freaking out, right? Stacking up ammo, canned goods, bottled water. And you're going to see movies coming out. There's a few already teed up. They're going to be about the end of the world. Big cataclysmic, box office, epic, freak you out, sleep with one eye open, the end of the world is nigh kind of stuff. Here's what Jesus says. It's right here. The end will not be at once. That's what he says. He says it's not going to all happen in an instant. God's patient, the Bible says elsewhere. God's got a plan for human history. Furthermore, Jesus says elsewhere, no one knows the hour or the day. No one. Do you know who that includes? Everyone. No one knows the hour of the day. So somebody writes a book or gets on TV or predicts a date or says we're close or in my lifetime. Jesus says no one knows. So here's the position of Mars Hill Church. We are on the welcoming committee, not the planning committee, in regards to the second coming of Jesus Christ. When he shows up, we'll welcome him. We are not planning the party, getting the kazoos, commissioning the cupcakes, and setting it all up because we know when it'll happen. We're on the welcoming committee, not on the planning committee.